Well, good morning and welcome to day 12. Today's going to be the first official dirt day of the ride because we're doing the Robert Campbell.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome to the lovely town of Watson Lake. I got here last night and had a nice stay at Andrea's hotel, and yeah, so it's the next morning, and thankfully, I learned a lesson is always fuel up when you get to town, no matter how tired you are, because halfway through breakfast this morning, the entire town lost power, which included the fuel station. So yeah, I figured I would say good morning and welcome to day 12. Here is the world's famous signpost forest. We took a walk through here last night and hung up our sign, put our stickers up, and yeah, so this place is pretty cool. Come check it out. If you're up in this area, I'm sure everybody that comes through Watson Lake probably stops there. We are starting our first dirt road adventure. We're doing the Robert Campbell. So we find ourselves traveling north on the Robert Campbell Highway. This is a 400-mile-long road that connects Watson Lake in the south to Carmex in the north. Of the 400 miles, probably 360 of them are gravel, but in the middle, it's all very remote, easy gravel that goes through the middle of nowhere. You won't see any houses or businesses or anything on this road. I was on this road for 2 days. The first day I was there, I saw one vehicle coming the other way. The next day, I saw a few more as I was getting closer to Carmex, but for the most part, it's a very, very remote road to ride. Your first fuel stop is going to be in the little village of Ross River, which is about 240 miles north of Watson Lake. In that little town, all you're going to find is one gas pump, one little convenience/grocery store, a pretty cool river crossing where there's a ferry that will take you and the motorcycle, or a suspension bridge for pedestrians.
Here we are. Where are we? Well, we're in Ross River with an ice cream. But pedestrians get this massive suspension bridge over the big river. How cool is this? A bunch of ferries in Canada, and they're all part of the highway system, so they're free. I guess it's cheaper to have a ferry than to build a bridge. I don't know what's on the other side, but look at that hill. But I just came down here just to check out this bridge, have a little snack. Delicious. Peace.
Another thing that you're going to notice along this road is a sign that says "Welcome ADV Riders" with an arrow pointing up to a driveway. I highly recommend you take the time and drive up that driveway and meet the couple live up there. It's a place called The View. Basically, it's somebody's home, and they're not even riders, believe it or not. They do have four-wheelers and side-by-sides, but they welcome ADV riders to come up and spend the night. They'll feed.
Hello.
Howdy.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hey, puppy dog. Is this The View?
This is the view.
For ADV riders?
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm on my way to Prudhoe Bay,
Yeah.
but I read an article on on one of the websites I'm on, and they said if you take the Robert Campbell, there's somebody that welcomes ADV riders to come by and check it out.
Yeah. No restaurant around here.
Okay.
If you need something to eat, I can always fix you up.
I appreciate that. Some people set up tents. You let people tent here?
Yep. They
That's
can do
awesome.
That too. Yep.
Yep.
We have a little cabin. That's the one that we made for the AV riders.
Okay.
If there's more than one people and they want to stay in the bigger cabin, they usually stay in the big cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yep.
Well, I came from, I'm gonna try to get the CarMax, which I don't think is that far, right?
Nope, that's about a 2.5-hour drive.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably a little quicker than.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
the roads aren't as bad this time right now either.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty good. There was just one little section by that where it looks like they rebuilt it near the Coffee Lake, I guess.
Coffee.
Is that what?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Oh,
But
yeah.
Everything else was beautiful. So
Oh, good. Good.
yeah, what a
Yeah, we
spot
just
you
had
have.
a big rain here the past couple of days for 3 days straight. This is the nicest weather we've had.
Yeah.
So hence the.
Well, I've been on the road for 2.5 weeks, and the last week has been rough. It's been wet and cold.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
cool. Well, I take it you guys must ride, I imagine, right?
No.
You don't?
Oh, I got a 4-wheeler.
Okay.
Or I got a side bike. I'm not good on 2 wheels.
No
I never
kidding.
was, even with a bicycle. But,
No kidding.
yeah.
And so, well, that's really cool. It's really nice that you do this.
Yeah.
So, awesome.
Did you want to go and just check out the other little cabin or check out this guy? It's up to you.
Yeah, no, I figured I wasn't going to stop and do anything. I figured I'd just see if somebody's here and say hi and thank you for doing this, because I Googled it and I don't think anything came up, but in this one ADV rider message board, people have mentioned it. So I'm like, I should at least stop and say hi and thank them for doing stuff like
And
that.
how that all started, it was funny because I seen him going by 3 times. I happened to be outside. He had orange shoulder pads.
Yeah.
And I seen him going then into Ross, no problem. Going back out, no problem. Then he come back again, and I thought, oh, he must be lost. And then he came up our driveway. What happened is when he went into Ross, he gassed up, left, went down to the ferry, and he realized he lost his wallet. So then he was going back into Ross, and that's when I seen him the 3rd time. And my husband just happened to be into Ross at the time, down by the ferry, and he seen something odd on the road, and he goes, oh, I better go check that out. And here it was this guy's wallet.
Wow.
John was his name.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, oh my God, what do I owe you? Nielsen had already taken it to the RCMP.
Yeah.
So they went and got it, and he goes, what do I owe you? Nothing, just come on up and see this place, he
Yeah.
said. So he came up, and that was the 4th time I seen him. And he says, why don't you guys advertise for AV Riders? And we said, who's that? What are they? And before you know it, it's just, he got that out, and another guy knew. Now, I don't know, do you know Black Dog?
No.
Ron Carpenter is his name.
No.
He's the one that put us on the map.
Okay.
And he's been here 4 times. He got sick last year.
He might have been, I think I watched a YouTube video.
Yes.
And I think that might have been
Yes.
that
And
guy.
there's a little cabin.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, it's finished now.
Oh, good.
But yeah, that's the little keys. Goes, yeah, they're making us a little cabin. He was pretty pumped about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we've met lots of AV riders.
Yeah.
And it's great. I think it's wonderful. I can stay here. I don't have to go anywhere, and we got people coming from all around the world.
That's that's right. That's really awesome. And it's a great community of people too. So
Yes.
the motorcycle community itself is, but the adventure, or this whole new like adventure touring thing is kind of new
Yeah.
in the last 10 years.
Uh-huh.
But it really is a great community of people. So
Yeah. COVID really buggered everything. Oh,
Absolutely.
that's that nasty word anyway.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they
that
tricked
messed
us.
everything up.
But
Well, that changed my plans. I'm on my way to Alaska, and I was supposed to do it in 2020, but COVID
Yeah.
messed that up. And then the next couple of years, it was still questionable whether or not certain borders were open and stuff. So,
yeah,
but
yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah, yeah.
But that's okay.
yeah,
doing
yeah,
fine.
that's right.
Yeah,
Well, it's an
doing
amazing place. How long have you been here?
Geez, we got here 2011.
Okay,
We stayed in a wall tent.
no
Down in the
kidding.
front of our place here.
Yeah.
We were in a wall tent, and then our place in Ross River started getting busy, really busy. So we ended up staying in the wall tent. It was like -20. We kept stoking the stove through the night, and just because we were just here to get away from
Yeah,
everybody. You know
I
what I
gotcha.
mean?
Yeah,
And then we just kind of, I don't know, fell in love with the place.
Yeah.
Just kept building. Nielsen, my husband, likes to build, as you can see.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
we just kept, we stayed in that one for 4 years, built this one, finished it, and moved into that one. And then Nielsen got bored now, and it's like, okay, I need to do something else. So we had this, then we built this, and then we built the other little cabin. This is our shower sauna.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Nice. Awesome.
And so it's definitely worth taking a spin and go visit with them and check out their spot. Unfortunately for me, it was a little bit too early in the afternoon for me to spend the day there. And I had a couple of really long days scheduled, so I needed to make some miles. And then I continued up the Robert Campbell, and I came to a provincial campground called Drury Creek. Beautiful little campground. I got a nice spot right on the water when it started to rain. Luckily, I got it up as it just started to downpour, and just enough to climb inside with all of my gear, and stuck in the tent for the maybe 45 minutes to an hour while this storm rolled through. And then the rest of the night was gorgeous. The next morning I woke up really early.
Coffee's brewing, so beautiful spot. There's the wet bike, the wet tent. Now we're gonna have some coffee, break down the tent, and head to Dawson City Hotel tonight. Thank God. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 12. We are still on the Robert Campbell. Can't seem to get off this highway, but look at where I am. What a beautiful spot. That's the Yukon River down there. There's the Goozy. I didn't realize I was going to see the Yukon in the Yukon, but yeah. What an amazing spot, amazing day. We camped at Drury Creek last night, which was interesting, but yeah, so. And I haven't had service for 24 hours. I pulled over here to take a couple pictures, and it looks like I got 5G and full service, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, continuing on, looking for breakfast. Welcome to day number 12 on the road. We are still on the Robert Campbell Highway. We camped last night on this pond that you might see every once in a while. It's a lake, Little Salmon Lake, which is huge. I can't imagine how big Salmon Lake would be. But we stayed at the Drury Creek campground, which was really nice. It was very, very remote. There were 2 other people staying there. One of the couples that was staying there was in a slide-in truck camper pulling a little trailer with their F800 GS. So that was really cool to see that. That's the system I really want to do someday. And yeah, it was a beautiful day. The Robert Campbell from Watson Lake all the way to where I stayed, Little Salmon Lake, is wonderful. It's about 80% gravel, dirt, very remote. No service all day long. I saw one car the entire 220 miles until I got to Ross River. And just forewarned, you have no fuel between Watson Lake and Ross River, so it's like 220 miles. And Ross River is pretty cool too. We come down the hill into Ross River, and what a view on the other side there. And they got a really cool suspension bridge that you walk over, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, so we had a good camp. It was sunny all day, a little chilly, no rain, beautiful blue skies like you see right now. So I'm like, perfect night for camping. And of course, wouldn't you know it, as soon as I pull into the campground, I hear thunder, big dark clouds.
So I quickly got my tent out and ready to go, and just as I was blowing up my air mattress, it started to pour. So that kind of sucked. And it rained for about an hour and a half, so I just kind of sat inside a half made up tent site and let the rain finish. Unfortunately, all my shit got wet, but oh well. The sun did come out. Met that couple that were in the camper van. They came over and offered some fried rice and chicken, which was really nice of them. They were a great couple from southern BC, he said. Yeah, no evidence of bears, which was nice. So I slept really good. I thought it was going to be a miserable night because of the start, but I went to bed probably around 8:15, and I woke up at 5:15, so I didn't hear a thing. No, I slept really good. So I'm still a hotel guy. Camping's nice. It's fun to do it every once in a while, but it's really a pain in the ass. It takes up too much room on the bike. And I enjoy the setting up, the taking down, and all that kind of stuff. And this morning, making my coffee at 5:30, sitting by the lake was fun. You'll see some pretty footage of that. But yeah, I like to stay in nice hotels. So we're on our way to Carmack's. We need some breakfast. So we're about an hour away from civilization, if you want to call Carmack's civilization, which I've never been. So we'll find out. But I'm taking you with us. So, we'll see you down the road.
Alright, having breakfast Yukon style. Carmack's Yukon. Only place open in town is a food truck. Sitting outside, having a bacon or ham, egg and cheese, hot cup of coffee. Actually, the coffee is good, so yeah, that's that. So I'm hungry. Peace. Next stop, 410 kilometers to Dawson City. And one of the women over there was talking to her, and she's like, oh my god, that's such a long place to go. You're gonna make it there in one day? 410 kilometers? You shit me? That's a half a day for this ride. For the beautiful Moto Guzzi. So, and look at this nice spot I'm sitting at here. Got plants on the table. Dogs running around. Great way to start the day. So we'll see you later on down the road. Okay, so once we were done breakfast, we started heading north on the Klondike Highway. Now, the Klondike Highway is one way to get to Alaska from this area, or from the Yukon. Basically, you have three choices. You can take the Klondike Highway south, and that will bring you into Skagway. Or you could stay on the Alcan, which goes westbound, and that will take you into Tok. Or you can go Klondike Highway north, which will take you through Carmack's, which is where we junctioned with it at the end of the Robert Campbell Highway, and that takes you north to Dawson City. Dawson City is right on the banks of the Yukon River, and it's also where the Top of the World Highway starts, which will take you into Chicken, Alaska. And that was the route we were taking to get into Alaska. Now, this area between Carmack's and Dawson City is very remote. It's about 225 miles. And as you can see from this video, there is lots of fire damage up here. Every year they struggle with the forest fires. This past year, there was one huge fire that closed down the highway for a little while. And you could actually still smell the burnt trees in the air just driving through there. But again, beautiful area to ride through. Just vast open areas as you come around these corners and you just see these amazing views of the Yukon. There are some areas with road construction as well. You do have to be a little bit careful. The Yukon is not like Alaska with road construction. They'll just rip up a road, and yeah, they do have pilot vehicles that take you through, but it can be challenging. And actually, before I got to this one section where there was a pilot car, there was about 15 miles of just loose gravel that they just... Well, here we are at our very first in the line pilot car. construction site. Got a few cars behind us. No motorcycles yet, but this is, I think I'm like maybe 80 miles from Dawson City? No. A lot longer than that. Not really sure where I am, so. Story of my life, story of this trip. Sunlight's in there. But, yeah, at least we'll be first in line. But this road for the last like 10 miles is pretty treacherous. They just dump like loose gravel on top of the construction zone. Oy, oy, oy. And I had like one of these huge 18-wheelers behind me. He was like right on my ass. Ay, ay, ay. So, that's it. And it was sketchy. It was a beautiful day, very dry, lots of dust, but my goodness, riding through that loose gravel was challenging. And then we finally reached the town of Dawson City. That's a very unique spot to be. The road that goes through the downtown area is gravel, and it's set up, it kind of looks like the old Wild Wild West, with the style of buildings, with a wooden boardwalk that runs in front of all the buildings. Hotels in this town, a bunch of restaurants, because it was a really kind of unique spot. And there's also one thing that a lot of people do come up here for, which is called the Sour Toe Challenge.
Here we are. We're in Dawson City. This is another one of those places where, you know, I've seen it a million times on video, photos, and here I am. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. This is a pizza place. I cannot believe, and here's the famous downtown hotel. Unreal. Just taking a little ride through downtown. I think this is where the show is.
All right, so when you finally arrive in Dawson City, there are a few must-see spots that you got to check out. First is Diamond Tooth Gertie's Gambling Hall and Dance Show. They usually put 3 can-can performances on each night. There's also a casino there, so there's plenty of gambling and drinking if that's your thing. Then we have the Sour Toe Cocktail Challenge, which more on that in just a bit. And yeah, there's lots of restaurants here in town. There's several hotels. Everything is within walking distance, so it's a beautiful place to spend the night. And actually, you know, if you have the time, spend an extra night in Dawson City. I think it would be worth it. And then I went up, settled into my room, relaxed. I went for a walk around town, ended up at Kurt's Pizza. He made me a delicious single serving size. And I've been thinking about pizza since I left Boston, and I haven't found pizza yet. This is Kurt. So Kurt's been telling me a little bit about his story. Came kind of relatively new to this area, but he's been making pizza for a while. And so
10 years.
The setup you got here,
New sign.
the menu, honk for service. Is that because you take a nap sometimes back in there?
My
Or?
previous situation, I had a drive-through.
Oh, okay.
Come on in if you
Oh,
like.
that would be wonderful. And here's his custom oven that he built.
This is where it happens.
And you have to fill this from back, or you fill it from right here?
From the front.
From the front, huh?
From the front. Everything goes in there, fired in right to the back, and
Wow.
cook your pizzas right
And
here.
And what's the temperature of that? Where the pizza's
It's
cooking?
probably cold right now. We're looking at 450, roughly 470.
What's ideal for a good?
5 I like cooking at. It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
Some people think it should be hotter, but if you're gonna do a little thicker crust like I do, and the one pizza that I put quite a bit of toppings on. So
This pizza trailer, all the way from Saskatchewan.
From Saskatchewan, all the way up the
The
Alaska Highway, then onto the Klondike Highway.
Oh, the construction on the Klondike today was brutal.
Sure, yeah.
Brutal.
The worst frost heave on the road just outside of Whitehorse, on the south side of Whitehorse. Cost me the hitch. When I got out to see what was going on, the coal trailer was that high off the ground.
Oh man.
And it's like, oh, limped her into a welding shop. Nothing $2,000 won't fix. Red Fife wheat from Saskatchewan. It's
I
the
got you.
original wheat that they grew when they came into Saskatchewan and started farming, breaking the land. That's the wheat they grew.
Ah, okay.
So it's an old grain. You could say certainly non-GMO. This is a 3-day sour.
So I should be good.
It's been in the pail for
Wow.
3 days.
Yeah.
Smell that.
Wow. I like the bubbles.
Isn't that good?
That is. Cool.
Some days you can almost smell the liquor in it.
Wow. All right. Well, he made me a pepperoni pizza because that's the all-American slice that I get, even though I'm in Canada. Kurt, it's great meeting you. Thank you so much.
You too.
If you find yourself in Dawson City, not only come here for the sourdough challenge, which I'll be doing later, get a pizza from Kurt. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
Drop in on Kurt's Pizza
You got it.
and look me up on Google Maps.
Yep. All right. So,
Pleasure meeting you, Jim.
good meeting you too. Here from Kurt's Pizza in Dawson City, Yukon Territories. We're right on the Yukon River. Met a bunch of guys from Switzerland. Came here specifically to canoe the Yukon River. They spent 2 weeks canoeing the Yukon River. They ended here. They were on their way home. Anyways, you guys met Kurt. Kurt is a great guy, great story. We talked for about 3 times as long as what you saw in the video. And I told him that, doing a pizza review. So, one bite, everyone knows the rules. Kurt's Pizza, Yukon, Canada. Just one bite. You know the rules. Ooh, nice kick to the sauce, Kurt. Good job. I was on the road today. I was thinking, I need some good pizza. Is it worth driving the Alcan, Klondike, Robert Campbell? I came up here to do the sourdough challenge. It's worth it to come up here for his pizza. It's fabulous. I'm gonna go 9.3. That's a review. Kurt's Pizza, Dawson City, Yukon. Look on the map where this place is. Crossing into Alaska tomorrow. Good pizza, Kurt. Thank you. Great story, too. Peace. Okay, here we are. Where are we? Well, we are at the world's famous downtown hotel saloon. We call it the Sourdough Saloon, I believe. And we're here for the world's famous sourdough cocktail challenge, where you get a shot of Yukon Jack. You know the drill. They're gonna drop a petrified, mummified, disgusting human toe into a glass of alcohol, and you gotta drink it. And the toe has to hit your lips. So, and you all know I don't drink, but I'm drinking tonight, so one shot of this is probably gonna get me drunk. I haven't had alcohol in maybe 6 years, but we're jumping off the wagon tonight just for this one event. So, but I do.
Back to your hotel.
Yes, I'm staying here.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
that's part of the plan too. So, I should have taken a gummy before I started this, but I think the alcohol is gonna be just fine. And there's the captain right there. He's the one who's going to be performing this ceremony. So, I am James. And I've been watching you on YouTube for as long as YouTube's been around you. And I came up here just to meet you and have you serve me this gnarly toe.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not the first to say that.
All right.
The furthest away was a couple from outer Mongolia.
Wow.
Two got captured.
Really? Well, I can't beat that.
Can't beat that. license off.
It's true.
Okay, James, are you ready?
Yes.
Paparazzi ready?
I'm ready.
You can drink it fast. You can drink it slowly. But your lips must touch this gnarly toe. Just your lips. No teeth. No tongue. No tongue. Start.
Here we go.
You got it.
Bottoms up. This to you, Jack.
Jeez.
Okay? Here's the other CFO.
Thank you so much.
Lock it up.
Great job. Okay. Here's our certificate. We're one of 109,000 people who have done this. And I must say, Yukon Jack is delicious.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this out.